It's let's see the map.
It's a 15-minute walk side to side if you take the longest possible route. That's what you're probably looking at.
Again,
here.
my concern is mostly the time to manage any changes.
What would you want to see? You could see one of them, the dwarf or the innkeeper.
That's what I said, the Mad Dwarf. The Mad Dwarf seemed to be the more intelligent of the two.
Okay, yeah, you can get there.
He's constantly doing math.
Gosh darn it, they printed this. I'm an old person now. I'm going to have a sad old person over here. Excuse me.
Yeah, that's why you got to get the extra large tablet with the large print.
Yeah, let's see. The town is only 300 yards by 400 yards.
They built tall, not wide.
Well, while Harkwood Town has a population of about 1,500, I assume they don't all live inside it. But yeah, the whole place is only not that. Like I said, it's only about 400 yards. It's 4 football fields. It looks pretty big, but it's literally a 2 stop sign town.
Right. Well, I mean, it doesn't really answer. All I asked is how long it would take to get to the dwarf.
Not like I said, not that long. It would take about a half hour.
A half hour is pretty long when we have 4-hour window.
I mean, if you moved it 4 miles, town's 400 yards across. There's 1,700 yards in a mile. If you walked at 4 miles an hour, you could be there in 15, 20 minutes.
Quick, Hannah, did you ride a horse here?
Yep.
No, I'm just a militia person.
We're all too poor for horses, and all the horses died in the cave.
I love while you're deliberating, because it can take you 15 minutes to decide to walk 15 minutes.
Well, no, deliberation takes longer because I think faster than I talk. And also, there's not a second and third voice in my head giving me responses when I think. So... Oh yeah, quick, let's run to the dwarf's establishment.
So you go to show the plan to the dwarf. The dwarf is sitting there drinking his sorrows away because he had a really bad day. He lost his temper in front of an important client.
Yeah, pungent. What is it called? Plum Pellet wine. That's it. Let's keep that up. So let's take a look at it.
You know it's sad when a dwarf is drinking wine. So you will look at it, make a roll of math. Oh, 32 math. Yeah, this schedule is bogus.
Somebody's fucking glad.
But what's bogus about it?
Based on 12 people walking the palisades around it with this, he says there'll be several narrow windows where somebody could actually get in through the gate. You need to have at least twice as many people. Or, he can draw another schedule that's much better.
No thank you.
Actually, of course, the militia people being volunteers are more than happy to have weak shifts.
Yeah, no, I think it's beneficial to have those openings, and us knowing where those openings are without them realizing that we recognize where those openings are, so that we can take advantage of them.
So your plan is to wait until the openings and see if something happens?
Yes.
Okay. So the dwarf tells you the windows of a 2:30 and then 4:30 a.m. and then 6:30 a.m. These gates will be insecure.
Right. And in which case I need to inform him that you need to stop drinking because we're redeputizing you right now. Go get the innkeeper. We're going to need to stay up all night.
Right on. Excellent. Let's do this. And they'll get up.
I got a drink that'll last me all night right here.
I walked out with
128 ounces.
Minutes, takes him 20. The difference is staggering.
I love you guys so much. All right.
Whoa,
so
Hannah, where are you going?
Let's see. And this is the dwarf. Okay. So, you go and you recruit everybody. I assume everyone responds to the call.
Yeah. I'm expecting it.
Assemble.
Yes. And then there's no fast reset for a token, is there?
Nah, you just gotta reset the numbers, but you could at least reset one and then copy paste it 20 times.
Makes sense to me.
That's what I do.
Did we all get our stuff refilled?
No, because you were well when you slept last night. Yes, you two, the civilians got their stuff recharged because you slept last night. So yes, that is definitely true. But not the sheriff who did not.
That's why I haven't changed my token.
Okay. I feel bad about this.
Town's getting attacked by giant spiders.
No, I don't have time to get a horse token out, so I'm just going to use the spider.
Spider riders of Karth.
I mean, I'm a giant badger, but I'm technically human, so why aren't the horses just technically spiders?
Well, I forgot how you...
Fantasy 8-legged horses.
There we go.
Yeah, you can right-click it and choose to push the front. I would suggest doing that for the players, too, just so that they're on top, but...
You're not the boss of me.
I know I'm not.
Don't worry about that. Okay, so you go and using your cunning skills, you'll wait until the actual time that there's a weakness at the gate. And what do you? So what is your plan to hang around? There's 2 gates in town. There's the. Oh wait.
Is one of them called the Harrow Gate?
No, there's an east gate. No, yeah, there's 2 gates in town. There's a west gate and an east gate. The west gate is near the commons where they have some grass, which unfortunately has been overwhelmed by visiting dignitaries trying to feed their horses. And the east gate is over in the commercial district.
Right. And the openings where the gates are going to be defenseless, are both gates going to be defenseless at the same time?
No, that's the so I guess you no, but you'd have to run back and forth across.
Right, but you gave like a 2-hour. No, you gave like a 2-hour window between when these openings were. So literally, we can move from one, and then next time there's going to be an opening, there's another 2-hour window. We could walk across town.
What you probably need to do then, Sheriff, is make a guess which one you want us personally to defend, and then our other forces are at the other one.
No, we all go to one, and then when that window closes, we all move to the other one.
You can do that. I'm going to need fitness rolls. As you walk the entire length of town several times. Of course, when I say I'm going to need fitness rolls, you got to fit. Yes!
Yeah.
Nope,
I'm a call it.
I'm bargain territory.
Yeah, I do great.
That's critical. This
bargain territory.
Not critical, but call it.
Yeah, and also you stayed up all night. If you spend 3 of your stamina points,
don't even need to finish. I'll do it.
All right. Everyone says the same thing. Where you look terrible, boss.
I have 2 stamina left.
It's like you haven't slept in 2 days or something.
I got a job to do.
Could I interest you in a heavy drink? That'll keep you awake.
No.
But yes, you will be at the west gate. So the bags under your eyes, staying up with the crazed militia, the sheriff look on your face. When you a mysterious figure, I say mysterious because they're clad in dark clothes. You've seen this like twice now, where there's literally been no one at the gate watching it, and you will see a mysterious figure sneaking in the darkness move to remove the bar that holds the gate closed. Do you let them complete this activity?
I will clear my throat and say, Eric?
Are you attempting to, to surprise the person trying to do it?
Yeah.
That's a voice roll if I ever thought I knew one.
I could try to yell even louder.
I'm not trying to yell. I don't want to alert everybody.
Yeah, but you want that guy to notice you.
Well,
Maybe I will step in and try as you like whisper it, and I'm just like, "Hey,
Well, you
Eric."
Coughing.
clear my throat. I was going to say Eric and realize I haven't had anything to drink in 24 hours at least.
And you've been walking around the cold and the mud, so you're probably catching a cold. So not only are you going to fail the roll, but the figure is going to see you and move with greater haste. Unless somebody has something awesome they can do to interrupt them, they're going to open the gate.
Well, I mean, I wasn't trying to stop them. I was just talking.
I am definitely moving to stop them then.
All right, what are you doing to stop them? The guy with the bow decides not to stop them.
I'm going to just shoulder check them away.
All right, so you run up to them. I'm going to need a fitness roll for you to get there before they can act.
Let's do fitness, and I'm
going
to call it.
I feel a little bit more awkward now about calling this obvious woman token Eric.
Ah, no, I called it, and I failed. The hubris. The hubris.
Oh, he gets the gate open, and he throws a knife at your face.
I am going to declare I'm using a light weapon and a shield this time around because I learned shields are good, and it's my only way to defend. I will go ahead and...
Whenever you defend yourself, you spend a fatigue point.
Yep, I'm spending that right now, and that is going to be what to defend myself? Strength?
With a shield, it's strength.
You know, in my defense, though, if it is Eric, he could just not hurt me because I'm standing on his left side.
That is entirely possible. Hey, that is 23. I defend better than he can. Attack.
All right. Suddenly, the gate is open, and the spider riders, they're actually on horse. I said this earlier. There we go. And the spider riders rush into town. Dun, dun, dun.
No.
Mad Dwarf and Archer and militia people, what are you going to do now that you see these 3 bandits riding in on horses?
Martial frenzy.
Ah! What are you going to do, run up and kill one?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Do it.
It would have been a regular hit. I didn't say anything, so.
It is a regular hit. Ah! I assume you're attacking the person and not the horse.
Yes.
Horses have way more hit points. Okay, militia captain, you haven't acted. Sheriff, you haven't acted yet.
I will shoot the person that the Mad Dwarf just attacked.
Okay, that is a cold shot.
Yep.
Wow. I think you hit me, unless I'm the greatest roller in the world. I am not. You get to roll a bonus d6. I'm doubly attacked.
Ooh, yeah, that's right.
It is not a 6. Waiting for that instant kill, guys.
Any day now. Any day.
All right. All right. He is shot, and 2 of his indices are zeroed out, so that's not good for him. And we already did you trying to interrupt the gate guard, and it failed. Tyro and Hannah form a defensive perimeter because we're only militia people. They've set us up. You old so-and-so dwarf, says this bandit. I'll show you. And he attempts to kill the dwarf.
I shall block it with my shield.
Spend the fatigue point and block it with your shield. I have a miserable 13. You've thwarted our plans for the last time, John the Innkeeper.
Well, I'll thwart them for the first time, I think. Who are you, anyway?
I have to do a called shot because I drew my weapon. I'm going to stab you with my short sword.
All right, I am using my shield. Oh gosh, I got hit.
But that was a called shot, which means I miss.
Oh. Well, lucky for me.
The two horse guys run forward to break the line. That's the sheriff. Get him. Dun 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 dun. I'm going to attempt to ride and slash the sheriff with my sword. I assume you're going to defend yourself, Sheriff?
What's the dodge one?
It is reaction. Dexterity reaction.
Yep.
And you have to spend a fatigue point to even try.
Will do.
Not a crit. I miss. Okay, rise of good guys.
Hey. I'll go ahead and take a stab at this person.
Okay, he's going to defend himself. Go ahead and roll.
Alright, one-hand weapon. I'm gonna go ahead and call it. And I'm gonna say to its head.
Okay, he's going to try and dodge. That is not a dodge.
It's not a good dodge. I ignore his armor.
Oh, wow. Yeah. All right. Well, that'll go straight off the stamina then. My stamina meter is zeroed out.
You can surrender at any time.
Ah, I surrender. It's not worth my life. I heard what you did with the other bandits.
Alright, and I'm done.
Oh. And considering that the next hit could kill me instantly. Sheriff, you were in melee combat with a guy on horseback.
Yep. Does that prevent me from shooting at him?
It does not.
I'll do that then.
There's no specific penalty for shooting into a melee in this game.
Right.
I will attempt to dodge. I won't. So my hit point meter is zeroed out, and the rest of it will come off of my fatigue.
You just took everything off of me. Not him.
Oh. Well, you're fine.
Well, I think I had 14 fatigue, and I never took a hit.
Sorry, I can only undo movement. I can't undo the numbers on your token.
Yeah, no, I'm just trying to remember.
You could watch the footage if the lag's not too strong.
No, it's fine. Like I said, I've never taken a hit, so my hit points are fine. And I've only, I think it was 14 fatigue.
Yeah. Why didn't that stick? There we go. Wah! And both of your militiamen missed.
Of course.
Now it's time for mace to the face with the helpful hardware folk.
You'll never succeed, mad dwarf. You're as terrible as your gear. Was that a called shot?
I forgot to call it, so I'm going to say no.
All right. Well, but you do get to roll an extra 2d6 because I have 2 dead meters. You guys are rolling like crap today. All right, I am knocked unconscious.
I'll get 1 out of 6 eventually.
Fall off my spider, or my spider runs away. Did we already? And we already did Griffin.
Yeah.
I mean, you
It's
say
time
we're
to-
rolling like crap, but literally, the only person who's ever missed a shot in the entire 3.5 hours we've been playing is Griff once.
Die, dwarf! You don't belong in this world. The rider rides by and tries to slash at Axecleft's head, clean off his shoulders. Axecleft, I believe, will spend a fatigue point, raise his shield to dodge, right?
Yes, sir.
Or raise to block. Can you beat a 20? Yes, you can! There's a loud thunk as your shield is hit. We've had enough of your meddling. The last guy, you're going to go the way of the last guy. And the guy on horseback attacks the sheriff.
Now use a
Sheriff,
fatigue
spend a
to...
fatigue, fatigue point to roll dexterity and reflex. Or, reaction.
Doesn't really matter, all my dexterity are the same die. I'm 3-2 and everything in dexterity.
And the thug is over here trying to kill Griffin.
I thought they surrendered.
Oh, this guy surrendered? Oh, that's right. This guy surrendered. I surrender. Well, actually, he just runs away. Well, he is going to turn and run away. Do you want to swing at him for free?
You know what? I will.
You get to roll. I have 1 0 meters. So you get to roll bonus d6. And you get to roll another d6 because I'm running away. Because this is an old school game.
Well, you're about to say that they say they
one
surrender.
and 2 on the extra ones.
You will. He falls down. That's not enough to kill him, but it is enough to knock him out.
Okay.
I really hope it's the mayor, so that you can roll one of those 6s and instantly kill the mayor.
Oh, gosh. That'd be
Then
great.
I have to arrest you.
Oh, no. I guess that's the end of their turns, then.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I guess we're all done. Sheriff, it's your call.
Yeah, I mean, I have to attack the guy in front of me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do you want to wait till your military? Well, yeah. So you want to shoot him? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll attempt to dodge. And he has a meter zeroed out, so you get a bonus d6.
Oh, right. I forgot he had 1. Nope. Not today.
No instant kills today, but I don't have enough to absorb that, so I'm going to go down. Tyro grabs the reins of the horse and pulls it aside. Hannah, flushed with victory, moves forward to flank for the dwarf.
Excellent. Does that confer any bonus?
Yes, it does. You get a bonus d6.
Mm-hmm.
As the guy on horseback can only pay attention to one of you.
All right, then I guess I shall go for it. I shall
And that's
attack.
a bonus fate die, so if it rolls a 6, something bad happens to the other guy. Okay, he attempts to dodge. He still has fatigue points to do this with. Aha! I told you your methods were inferior.
Well, roll my +3 there.
Oh. I've been stabbed. But it's only a one-handed weapon.
I guess it's up to me, then.
And not even a called shot. So it's up to you. You want to move closer? That's a fatigue point.
Yep, I'm fine with that.
And you also get the bonus d6 because I'm flanked.
Alright, so that is only a single bonus d6.
Yeah. It's technically the attacking. It's a surprise bonus because I can only pay attention to one of you.
Alright, I have excessively criticaled.
Wow. That is critical for days, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
All right. That will zone out my hit points. That will empty my fatigue.
I hope that teaches you about being on the wrong side of the law.
Oh, you guys don't impress me. I still have stamina points. And I'm going to spend them to recover so many hit points.
A whole 10.
Then I'm going to go ahead and, well, the dwarf, you've got meters at 0, right?
No.
Oh.
You're
Do
looking
I
at
do
your
that?
own guy who's upside down.
Oh. Well, you're upside down. Get the hell out of here. None of you guys are at 0, are you?
Nope. It looks
Well-
very bad for him.
I wanted to kill the dwarf. Actually, Hannah here appears to be the most incompetent, so I'm going to go ahead and kill Hannah.
That's a different band.
And I am going to score a critical hit. No, Hannah is hit. Ow! I'm hit, she says.
Oh no, Hannah.
Hannah, no! It's not worth it! Sheriff, you're up.
Well, I shoot the person who just tried to kill my protege?
That would be the last.
Subordinate.
That would be the last bandit. I don't think I can dodge that unless I roll really like some miracle. I did not roll a miracle.
He has no empty bars.
Yeah, I just regenerated.
Yeah.
I have 2 empty bars now. Who wants to go next?
I shall.
Go ahead.
Okay, it's 1 dice for flanking, 1d6.
Yep.
And 1 for the empty bar.
2 empty bars, so it's 2d6. So 3d6. And if any of them rolls a
I
6,
did.
you're instantly killed.
Well, there's pretty good chances you'll get it. Even if they're
Come on,
completely
that's
independent rolls.
You've rolled so many d6s.
Cold shot. I should have said that.
There's a 6. I am. You are you using? You take your mace and crush my skull with a sickening thud. The body falls to the ground, lifeless, and is dragged behind the stirrups. There are a couple other bandits behind them who are standing at the gate who get back on their horses and ride away.
Right, they look at this and see it has failed and leave. Makes sense.
Yeah, there wasn't supposed to be anybody here. They kind of stopped and watched that and said, no.
I think you're about to do what I think was about to say I was going to do, Griff, so go ahead.
Yeah, I will go over to the unconscious hooded person and I'll say, now to see who it really is, and pull back the hood.
Old man Jenkins.
You have, let's see. Oh, wait, no. Yes. The hooded person is none other than someone you don't recognize, but the sheriff does. It's the servant of Eric's household.
I have no idea who this is.
Oh, yeah, that old Justice League line.
Yeah.
I love that Justice League line. I'll just find a secret Andy. I have no idea who this is. But no, it's Eric's servant.
Right, because Eric's being watched, so Eric can't do it.
Mm-hmm.
Although, questionably, if Eric couldn't do it because Tyro and Hannah are here, Eric could have done it.
I didn't want to do it. He put me up to it. He threatened my family.
That's good. If you go ahead and stay honest and promise to say so to when we bring this to justice, then we'll go and deal with him ourselves.
I repent.
Here's the beauty of the situation, I feel like, is that the mayor is not a noble title. He is a lowborn, same as everybody else.
Yep.
He can't
Let's go
hide
beat him
behind
up.
the title.
All right, so
what do you want to do now?
we'll go ahead and make sure everyone who's still alive is put into stocks or held for a little while. We have some militia to deal with it. And then sheriff, let's go deal with the mayor.
Well, yeah, first off, I'm going to establish that the guard around the rest of the gates is taken care of for the rest of the night schedule so that, you know, they don't, like, try to pursue an invasion for the rest of the night. Then I'm going to take whoever's left militia-wise and march to the mayor's house.
Okay. Let's see. Would I still be here? Okay, yeah, you'll march to the mayor's house. When you bang on the door, there's no answer.
I turn back around. Excuse me, servant, could you let us in?
Well, yeah, I suppose I still have the key on me. He will go ahead and unlock the door to let you in. And of course, when you go to find Eric, you will find him hanging from the rafters in his bedroom.
Gasp!
Now you mean by the neck and, like, not by his fingers, right?
By the neck.
Alright, just to be clear.
He's not just hanging around having fun. It's not an exercise routine.
Look, I'm just gonna play the airplane card here, right? Like,
would you like to make an intuition roll or an analysis roll?
I'll go intuition.
Yeah.
It's a critical intuition.
I think this man hung himself.
No, you don't.
I think this man was hung by somebody else.
you think he was already strangled.
Also, these 4 stab wounds in his back. This is the most elaborate suicide I've ever seen.
Well, it's not like that transparent, but it's the strength. His neck. He's only strangled. His neck isn't broken, and the way it's like there's signs that there was a struggle first.
Someone killed him beforehand and then set up the scene. Yeah,
set this up. Which means he's actually been dead for about but it didn't. But the body's still warm.
Right.
It wasn't that long ago.
I think we back out of the room. We close the door. We go back out onto the street.
Yep.
And say, I tell a couple of the militiamen not to let anybody into this house unless I say so. And then I turn to the Mad Dwarf, whose name I still don't remember, and Jonathan, and say, come morning, I'm going to have a word with the Baron about what's happened here. Otherwise, I think you should both return back to your businesses or homes or home businesses.
Very well. If there's anything else you need of us, then I'll be available.
Are you going to wait till the morning, or are you going to ride tonight to try and get to the Baron?
I'm going to wait till morning. Okay, interrupting the mayor in the middle of the night? That's fine. Interrupting the Baron in the middle of the night? That's a Lord Noble.
You might want to report that the mayor's dead.
Yeah, that can wait till morning. Nothing's literally happening that the mayor needed to take care of.
All right.
The Baron is a noble. You don't wake the nobles up.
That's I can't necessarily fault you for that. So, I'm also watching the clock here. We pretty much only have 15 minutes left. Because there's another game that starts after this one, right?
Yep.
All right. So, come the morning, you will ride to tell the mayor. To tell the Baron that you uncovered the mayor's plot to go ahead and do you mention that that anyone attempted to bribe you, or just holding on to those 20 pieces of silver?
Of course not. Why would I? Look, I'm not going to get more bribes if I sell out the first person who bribes me.
Yes, Baron. I accepted a bribe, by the way. I hope that's cool.
Baron Fenmark, actually would probably intercept you on the road because he's riding to show up for the tourney, which he's supposed to host. So he's going to thank you and says it's a tragedy. He's going to promote you to mayor because we need somebody to rule over all of this.
Because I played a political game so well.
That, and also he needs to promote somebody, and you have proven yourself loyal. And he also suspected Eric for some time because of his spy network.
Yeah. I just like how I'm falling into promotions on the backs of the dead people above me.
Well, that's how that works.
Yeah.
It's like a Klingon promotion, except you're not doing any of the work yourself.
This is literally how the progression of my first Zweihander character went, so...
The way that you've gone ahead and acquitted yourself and your extra security, and the way you've all been very formidable in combat, the tourney will actually go without major incident. And shortly, sometime during the tournament, Lord Telbaran leaves town.
Gasp.
Of course.
Well, should have expected that.
Yeah, he was the mind behind everything, so...
Yep.
We could have accused him, but then again, we don't have much direct evidence.
Well, also, I wouldn't have done so. I took the bribe.
Mm-hmm.
And so you're promoted. He might have given you the bribe so he could use that against you later, but no, things have pretty much gone south, and this plan sucks, so he's going to leave town.
Well, I mean, like I said, I've taken the Goodfellas approach. Store the money away. Don't ever spend it.
For some time, bandit activity is on the rise, but is eventually quashed by your hand. And law and order is restored to the town of Harkwood.
Hooray! We did it.
I think it's we're pretty much done. The last thing here, a lot of this adventure has a lot to do with actually participating in the tourney and the several contests that are in it. But we only have 3 players and not 6, and I don't really want to draw. I don't think we should really draw this out, especially because I don't think this Thank you
The
for playing.
investigation is more critical to the adventure.
Yeah. Also, this game, I think, while this game would have provisions for more of this, I am reminded of why it has some curious ideas, but I can see why this is very much a dead end in game design because there's too much to track for very little reward.
I mean, I like the conceit of I can't remember what I'm trying to say now. The points. I like the idea of points that are used to allow you to do certain things, and they're like non-refundable till like the end of the day or take a long rest, and then
Those from the game.
Yeah, the regeneration system of combat was definitely an interesting way of doing it, and you have choices to make.
Well, I don't know so much the regeneration system. I would have liked if the regeneration system was part of the action economy and not just something you could do whenever.
So the regeneration I took from and the extra dice is from a game called RuneQuest: The Slayers, which I believe was eventually put on the market. RuneQuest is a long-running line. It's mostly uses the BRP system. But Avalon Hill was working on a new version of it that rolled these kinds of extra D6s and stuff. And they were all set to publish it when in 2000 they were purchased by Hasbro, who also purchased another gaming company you might know about.
Wizards of the Coast.
Right.
They're
And
big
Wizards
money
of
A
the
little no-name company, of course.
Right. And Wizards of the Coast had purchased TSR, who owned Dungeons and Dragons. So Hasbro found itself as the owner of both the RuneQuest line and the Dungeons and Dragons line. And they decided...
And now D&D is making their lion's share of their profits now, so...
Well...
It is. I posted a big market breakdown that they had in one of their shareholder meetings, where their online services for... I can't remember what game it was, and Dungeons and Dragons itself are like far outselling toy sales and everything else that Hasbro does. Like,
Probably Magic the
far
Gathering.
and away. It's crazy.
Even outselling Magic the Gathering? That's surprising to me.
I think it is, yeah. I don't know how long ago I posted it. It was last year's stuff, though.
I just know that's their other cash cow. So if there was another one on the table, it's Magic the Gathering, and then it's D&D.
That is right. Well, but I mean, there was like they already owned RuneQuest and it was already ready to go. So that's one with them. The system with the bizarre attributes and the mixing and matching and the rolling 2d10 or 3d10 to beat things is actually from an obscure game called From Another Time, Another Land, sometimes known by its abbreviation Fatal. And like I said, that's a game that's infamous for having it's like hundreds of Fatal. Both RuneQuest Slayers was never officially released, and neither was Fatal. RuneQuest wasn't released because the company that owned it, like RuneQuest Slayers, like RuneQuest is a game you can go buy because RuneQuest is back and it's hugely popular and it's BRP. This version was never released. Fatal had a rumor as being like the world's worst role-playing game because it's terrible. It's got like, but as near as I can tell, Fatal was never actually released. The giant PDF that people are circulating around was some kind of bootleg or house version of a game that no one has ever spotted a commercial edition in the wild, despite the fact there's mock-ups of the cover and stuff. So I think it got a reputation for a while of being the worst game, but it's really just kind of somebody's disgusting homebrew that they just kind of circulated online. So congratulations. You've all effectively played the world's worst role-playing game.
Woo!
For that experience.
Did you have fun?
Yeah, I think so. Like, there's, like, how we started the discussion earlier was definitely, there are games that have some good ideas somewhere in there, even if, as they come together, they probably aren't the best possible game.
Well, it's kind of the watch, stop twice a day. Like, one thing I am fascinated by, like, you can always tell, like, if you play my games, you can always tell when a game designer had a bug up their butt, because, there's something that they wrote 8 pages of rules on that just really bothered them. And, you can especially see it in attributes. Like, one thing that continues to fascinate me about attributes is how no one can agree on dexterity. Like, sometimes they want to make dexterity both gross motor coordination and fine motor coordination.
Or is it speed, maybe?
Yeah, right. Is Is it your reaction time? Is it is how fast you are? I mean, Deadlands First Edition, I think, had deftness, nimbleness, and quickness. They had 3 categories, each one of them controlling a different thing. Because deftness, I think, was your shooting, nimbleness was your dodging, and quickness was your initiative. So 3 different stats. So the fact that this one splits charisma into 4 different categories just cracks me the hell up, and none of them are really all that useful. Face charisma as opposed to body charisma always cracks me up. And of course, the original game has a gazillion stats with the gazillion modifiers, and
right. We obviously didn't use all of them here, but even so, like even with the extra breakdown, it's like we completely missed a whole bunch of things and had to kind of ad lib.
Yeah, and the background lore is also, I mean, I just want to be honest. The background lore in there is like reprehensible. It's really just like somebody's adolescent power fantasies, and it was infamous for having like random tables that were just disgusting. And it was
yeah, we definitely didn't use the random tables here.
Well,
but that would have made it so long. But like if we just did the things we simplified with, which was like standardized damage, we did our quick rolls, we did our defenses, and we spent our points. That's fast enough.
It's kind of like like when they stuff like the erotic guide to fantasy. It's like you don't actually play with these things. So, but no, it's just it's a fascinating. What kind of fascinates me is how bizarrely workable the game is. Despite that we were complaining about it, if it had come out in 2000 or 2002 when its date says, it's not like that different from a lot of other Heartbreaker RPGs out there. It's not, 2000 was a different era in gaming. I mean, like I can't specify enough how much Dungeons & Dragons 3rd edition shook up gaming, because they turned to D&D from a bizarre, old school, arbitrary set of numbers and charts, and they turned it into, okay, you roll a d20 plus adds versus target number, and we're going to do that for everything. And so it became a unified system that was pretty simple, and they also abandoned what I often call like simulationism. They stopped saying like, once a woman fell out of a plane and survived an 18,000 foot fall, therefore our falling damage rules are real. By the way, you can't lift more than 400 pounds over your head because that's the Olympic weightlifter record. I mean, they were obsessed with this. You read the book and they're like, have all these bits in it of, this is how the real world works, this is how our game works. By the way, you can also shoot magic rays. Right.
And 3rd edition, of course, starts with like, hey, this is where the cap where, the best achievable person ever is, but then you are supposed to exceed that cap immediately.
Well, they just started...
Every starting character has a 20 and are better than any normal human ever was.
Yeah. They started putting in extraordinary abilities. Plus also, like, as I'm always fond of saying, we live in the Grand Theft Auto era, because... I mean, it's this weird paradox where Grand Theft Auto has these incredibly realistic graphics, so you can watch someone get hit by a car, ragdoll on the ground, and get up and walk away with no injuries. And like, it's this weird thing of that looked incredibly realistic, but well, anyway. So I want to thank you for playing this. Plus, also we got to break out Harkwood, which is an old obscure. This is longer and more involved stuff. It's one of the obscure stuff by Aaron Alston, who, if you're an OSR fan, is also the guy who wrote Mystara and the D&D Cyclopedia. This is one of Aaron Alston's things. And I like this because it's got a lot of stuff in it. I didn't use everything that was in there, and a good adventure, you shouldn't use everything that's in there. So thanks. And what's coming up next?
Nothing, actually.
Oh, I thought we had another game after this one.
We did. It has to be postponed till next week.
Oh, that's a bummer.
Yep. I'm going to go and lie down after this.
Okay. Well, thanks for puzzling through this. I also wanted to remind myself if there was anything good about these games. So this is just weird mystery night. So congratulations. You've all played
Fatal. Survived the mystery.
Yeah. Well, and also it was an excuse to break some stuff out. Get some of the older stuff out of my catalog, and I still had this. So thanks, everybody.
Yep, it was fun.
All right. Thanks for running.
If you're looking for the cool modern stuff that we make, you can come over to sanguinegames.com and check out our Discord and all kinds of crazy stuff and hang out with us and watch me work on games.
All right. And I guess we'll catch you all next time.
Take care.